in terms of this 303 Creative LLC versus LNS, and the idea that this is protected speech. All right. Let's say I have a facility, right? It's not a religious facility. It's not a church or synagogue or anything. Let's just say I have a facility that I use for various events. Like maybe I use it for like an assembly or something, or maybe there's like I might use it for, maybe I invite schools there to hold events, and maybe I have other people show up there for, speeches, or like let's say maybe it's like a small arena or something, or maybe some sporting events happen there. Maybe it's like a small, like maybe I can put up a basketball court or something there, and maybe some people play basketball there from time to time, or maybe some other types of events can happen there, right? So maybe all those types of events can happen at those, and it's publicly accessible. Anybody who wants to play there could. They can play a fee. It's publicly accessible, but you have to pay a fee if you want to come there. If you want to come there, and I can modify whatever it is that maybe you can come there. You can have a banquet if you want. Maybe you could have a maybe somebody holds a dinner there one day. Maybe you have a corporate event there one day. Maybe lots of corporations come and have hold dinners there, and hold meetings there, or hold their annual parties there, holiday parties, 4th of July parties, etc. So we have all of those things going on at that venue that I have opened for general purpose things, right? Now, let's say at this general purpose venue that I've opened, right? Let's say I now decide that I want to now get into the business of hosting weddings there. Okay? Now, I want to host weddings there. I think it will be profitable for me to host weddings at my venue. And I think it'll be a good business decision for me to do so. And I think it would be great for me to host weddings there. However, let's say I'm like this person in this lawsuit. And I say, well, I'm going to host weddings here, but I don't want to do gay marriages here. I only want to do heterosexual weddings at this venue. If you're going to have a gay marriage here, it's not going to be allowed. I only want to do straight weddings here. And it should be my First Amendment right to allow me to only host straight weddings here. Not gay weddings here, but straight weddings here. Right? Now, you could say, well, you're a bigot, Dan, and well, no, I'm going to say no. It's my firmly held religious belief that only straight marriage is correct. Now, it's not mine. I believe in equal marriage, but in the hypothetical situation, I am a bigot, and in the situation, I would say, well, look, I'm not saying that gay people can't have events at my venue. If you have a business and you want to hold an event at my venue, you're more than welcome to do so. I'm sure that there are people who are gay who have been in my other venues before. You're not barred from entering my venue if you're gay. I don't have a venue that says, I don't have a sign on my venue that says no gays allowed. If your business comes in and you have let's say a company comes in and your company has a lot of gay people that work for you, you're more than welcome to come in and have your business there, have your meeting there, have a sporting event there or whatever, play your basketball or whatever event you're having in my venue. You're more than welcome to have it there. You just can't have your gay marriage there, because that's my firmly held religious belief. Right? That's the same type of argument that this website creator is making. Would that hold water too? Because that's basically what she's saying. That I could open up some sort of facility, and I could say, okay, we're going to have all sorts of events here, and I could say, okay, well, I'm going to start having weddings here, but I could prohibit gay weddings here. I could have straight weddings here. I could say only straight weddings here. And then what else? What else if I had a firmly held religious belief. One of my firmly held religious belief was only white weddings here, no interracial marriages here, no interfaith weddings here, only same faith weddings here. It's not, and it's not a church. I'm telling you, it's not a church. It's just a venue. But I own the venue, and I have these firmly held religious beliefs. According to the arguments made by the Supreme Court, I would then be legally entitled by the First Amendment to be able to assert the fact that my firmly held religious beliefs allow me to bar gay people from having weddings at my venue. And that's how it starts. Right here. That's how this starts. That's why this ruling opens the door. And you want to make the slippery slope argument to how, by going with the dissent, you're going to force a Muslim movie maker to make a Zionist movie? That's BS. But you want to make a real slippery slope argument? That's a more apt analogy to what this person is doing. Except instead of being online, it's an in-person thing. What's the difference? To me, there would be no difference. And then it could expand from there. We allow too many things in this country to go on because of sincerely held religious beliefs. Sincerely held religious beliefs should not be allowed to discriminate. Period. End of story. You should not be allowed to be a bigot because of sincerely held religious beliefs. Do it on your own time. Do it on your own schedule. If you wanna be a bigot in private, fine. Be a bigot in private. You want to have a venue that only provide that. If you want to have a venue that doesn't want to be forced to have gay weddings, don't have a wedding venue at all. If you don't want to be forced to make wedding websites for gay couples, don't make wedding websites at all. That's the easiest solution, right? We made the same mistake with the Hobby Lobby ruling, with the whole birth control thing. The sincerely held religious belief that the, birth control pills cause abortions, when they don't. They don't even do that. There's no scientific evidence that birth control pills do what their sincerely held religious beliefs think they do, yet the court allowed it to go through because it was a sincerely held religious belief. But there's no evidence that it does what it does. So we allowed them, I believe that the sky is, chartreuse and orange and gray and yellow and all sorts of different colors. I believe that unicorns and pigs fly in the sky, and that's my sincerely held religious belief. And they tell me that everybody should have to give me $10 million and subscribe to Liberal Dan Radio on YouTube. And if you don't do that, it's a violation of my sincerely held religious beliefs, and you're violating it if you don't do so. And the idea with this ruling came down in her favor, because she was able to, again, she caused the harm to herself. She again grabbed somebody else's fist and punched herself in the face proverbially. Stop hitting me! Stop hitting me! She hadn't even started making websites. If she wanted to start making websites, she was afraid that she might be forced to do something if she was asked to do it. She shouldn't have had standing to bring anything. It was a hypothetical situation that she got to sue over anyway. But at the end of the day, it's a ridiculous decision that will lead to more discrimination being supported by this court. And that's what these hyper-conservative white supremacist groups, hyper-conservative white supremacist ultra-Christian MAGA type groups want. They're using the courts to manipulate the legal system to get what they couldn't get via elections. And it's going to harm minorities. It's going to harm LGBTQ folks. It's going to harm other oppressed people because they were able to pack the Supreme Court, all because of Hillary Clinton's emails. And who are to blame? All the people that whined about Hillary Clinton's emails and who were mad that Hillary Clinton was the nominee and went and ran to vote for Trump instead. What about her emails? What about them? We got 3 Supreme Court justices because y'all were too mad that Hillary Clinton got the nomination and y'all let Donald Trump become president. And because of that, Donald Trump got to replace Scalia. He got to replace Kennedy under very suspicious terms. And then he got to replace notorious RBG. And now the landscape of our judicial system has been fundamentally altered for years, and fundamental rights that have been protected for years in this country are crumbling. And what are we going to do about it? What can we do about it? Well, I don't know. All these rulings are coming down legalizing discrimination. We have a Supreme Court that's more than happy to enact Gilead at this point. Under his eye, I guess. Get used to saying it. Because more legalized discrimination is going to be coming down from this activist conservative Supreme Court. Anyway. That's it for this video.